Wow, friends, I can honestly say I did not see this coming. I just got like 6 messages of people telling me that basically, the new excessive listing policy went into effect May 1st, yesterday. I'm filming this on May 2nd. Apparently, people are getting these like canned emails. I was going to read them to you, but if you guys have not heard, people are getting these like autoresponder emails saying you have been, basically you've been deleting too many listings. So we are restricting your account from listing. I saw one that said 4 days. Someone else got one for 5 days. Someone else got for 6 days. And all of these people, what's happening is they're selling things on other platforms and they are deleting the listings off of Poshmark like most of us do. I know this won't apply to a lot of you that aren't like very high volume sellers, but like example for me, I'm just waiting to get my email. Just yesterday, May 1st, I had 10 sales on eBay that were also posted on Poshmark. So I use Vendoo, shameless plug, link down below to your first month. You get 25% off if you use my code. But I use Vendoo to cross post. So anytime I have a sale on eBay, it'll automatically delete it from Poshmark. And if I have it listed, it'll delete it from Whatnot's marketplace. By the way, I've been getting quite a few sales on Whatnot's marketplace, and I've only gone live there twice this entire year. But now it's to the point, because I have a couple hundred listings there, that I'm getting like a couple sales a week just from the marketplace, not going live. They have their own marketplace, but I can give you guys updates on that later in the video. And I had 10 listings that got auto deleted on Poshmark. So I've been checking my phone. I'm just waiting to get that email because like I told you, I've already gotten 6 messages today from people getting these emails. And I know they're canned, meaning like they're automatically generated because they all say the same thing. The only difference is the days for certain people. One person got 4 days, like I said, 5 days and 6 days. I need to go back and read this policy because I didn't see anywhere where it said like excessive deleting is an issue. I thought it was just deleting and then relisting or using like a bot to delete and relist. What's wrong with just deleting things if you're not relisting it? Is that in the policy? I didn't read it extensively. I just read the bullet points, you guys, because the excessive listing policy, the part about delisting and relisting doesn't really apply to me because I only delist and relist twice a year when I do my inventory. So what? That I was gonna say that can't run. Who do I think I am? Oh my gosh, some of you are probably like, aren't you a little too old to be talking like that? By the way, you guys cracked me up in the, there was some video where I mentioned geriatric millennials. And a lot of you were like, aren't you a millennial? Guys, I am a geriatric millennial. I was not making fun. Oh, I was talking about how I like more mature brands. Like I like selling the mature brands because those women have mature money. Geriatric millennials have more money than Gen Z and Gen Alpha that are like, what, 10 years old right now. And everybody was like, excuse me, did you just call me geriatric? Friends, I got that term from my coworker. He called me a geriatric millennial, and I was like, what is that? I had never heard of it before. And so now I'm using the term. Listen, I'm in there with you, okay, friends? Somebody just commented and was like, is the person filming this video not a millennial? Because I'm 32 and I'm a millennial. I guess she's basically saying like, boo, you do not look under 32. So aren't you a millennial? You guys, I got that term from a coworker. He was calling me that. And then I looked it up and apparently it's a very common saying to say the older millennials. How old is the oldest millennial? 41? Like early 40s, right? We're called the geriatric millennials. And then the younger millennials that are like 30, what are they, 31, 32? I don't know what they're called, the baby millennials. So don't take offense. It's just a term I got called and I shared it with you guys. I'm not saying I'm any better. I am a millennial, 100%. So I feel like this can't be right. Because they have to know, Poshmark knows that we list other places. So it's totally unreasonable for us to be penalized for deleting in masses. You know, I got this email from Posh Your VA and they said, let me pull it up because I thought, you know what, this makes a lot of sense. So it says, while Poshmark hasn't shared the full reasoning behind this update, let me screenshot this so I can put it on the screen. We believe there are a couple of likely motivations. One, encouraging more sellers to use paid features like Promoted Closet to boost visibility, since relisting has been a very popular way to increase sales organically. Two, reducing platform cost, especially related to storing large volumes of repeated listings and images. I'm not like an IT whiz or anything, but a lot of you probably understand this better than I do. Poshmark has to pay, I don't know if it's a cloud. So one of you guys explained it to me, but they have to pay a service to store all of our photos, our listings, like they have to pay for that. So if we just keep delisting and relisting the same things, they're probably paying more every time we do that. So related to storing large volumes of repeated listings and images, of course, this is just our perspective. Poshmark hasn't confirmed these points, but regardless of the reason, and then they talk about what they're planning to do. So when I saw that, I was like, that makes so much sense. Of course. Why would they want us to delist and relist the same stuff when they really want us to pay them to promote our closet? I didn't even think about that. And that makes total sense. Why would they want us to boost our visibility and get more sales for free when they could get a cut of that? Because remember, friends, bottom line, they're a business. It's about the money. It's just all about the bottom line, friends. And that's why I always say, like, I try to take emotion out of it. I used to, and I told you that story in a recent video. I used to get so emotionally wrapped up in this stuff and get worked up, but the matter of the fact is we can't control it, and Poshmark is going to look out for themselves, and we have to look out for ourselves as small business owners and pivot how we can. So back to the stories of the people getting those emails. All of them sent very angry emails to Poshmark support like, what is this? This can't be part of the new excessive listing policy. All of these people didn't relist anything. All they did was delete the listings that sold on other platforms. One girl had some sales on Mercari. Most of the people had the sales on eBay. Someone else had a sale on Whatnot Marketplace. And so they've all sent emails, and like 3 of the people got automated responses like, thank you so much, and we'll look into this. Like, that's not acceptable. The person who has the restriction for 6 days, that's such a huge hit to her business. It's just really, I'm not going to get like angry. It's just annoying. So I just keep refreshing my email like, all right, what's going to happen? I just got off work and I'm like, I'm surprised I haven't gotten anything yet. So I don't know. Maybe whatever's tracking this hasn't caught up to my closet yet. I don't know, you guys. It's so strange, but I'll keep you updated. This is why I really don't like doing like these policy update videos, because I'll release a video on a Monday and then by Friday everything's blown up and everything's different, and then Poshmark will change everything again. So I will keep you posted on how this goes and if anything happens to me, but I don't know if they don't fix this. I don't know that I can keep selling there without getting in trouble, because the majority of my sales are on eBay. So if I'm going to get a slap on the hand every time I have to delete everything on Poshmark, like I just can't list a lot on Poshmark. I just make more sales. It's an international website. I just make more sales there. So that would mean, I'm trying to like work it out. I guess that would mean that there would be, if let's say they leave the policy as is, which I don't believe they can, there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands of us that are like, this isn't going to work. You can't restrict my account because I'm deleting things that sold somewhere else. If they don't change this, I think what I would have to do is just have like a small niche closet of things that I just listed on Poshmark, and whenever they sold, they sold. And then just put the majority of my stuff on other platforms, because like I said, you know, I sell 10 sales on eBay in a day is a slow day for me. I usually have like minimum like 20 sales up to 30 a day. I would say because I was thinking it's not 7 days a week, probably 5 days a week. There's like 20 to 30 sales. And not all of it is cross-listed to Poshmark. I'd say like 50% of that. So let's do the math. Let's just, to make it nice and even, we'll say 100 items a week on eBay. I would say like 50% of that is cross-listed. So let's say I'm deleting 50 listings every week on Poshmark. If this is part of their new policy, I'm not going to be able to list there ever. They're just going to keep giving me like all these violations. So I'm really hoping, not that Poshmark watches my videos. If anything, they probably are like, block this girl. I've done so many videos on them. I do enjoy selling on there. I really enjoy live selling on there. I want to keep selling on there, but I don't know how it can work if this stays the way it is. I really hope that they, oh, you guys, it's just so annoying. I really hope that they fix this deleting thing. I really do. Oh, friends, I am sitting on my very messy office floor packing up orders. This order I'm packing up is a wholesale order. She is getting these Prada boots, you guys, and she paid $6 per piece. I think that's a pretty dang good deal. Now, for the group members watching, please don't get mad if you've ordered and you didn't get designer shoes in yours. When people order, you guys, I give the inventory I have. And right now I have these. I did try to sell these individually in the group. I think I tried to sell them for like $30. Nobody grabbed them. Well, actually 2 people said that they wanted them and then they changed their minds. So these retailed, you guys, these Prada boots retailed for $895. And she paid $6 a piece and she's getting them. So it says Prada in there. I know you can't see. They're not perfect. Like, they do have signs of wear. She's probably going to have to take this to a cobbler. Or, if you're crafty, you can fix that yourself. But, I mean, they're still in really good condition. And that's $6 a pop for authentic Prada boots. I wouldn't complain. So this was a really good week of me needing to move a lot of stuff. She's getting some Lululemon. This Skims, when I first got these in my Skims palette, you guys, I did not know what these were. I thought that this was the back and it was just meant to be like a smoothing, like a comfort lingerie piece, but this is actually the front and it's mostly to smooth your arms. And it also gives you, this is the front and it gives you like a little boost of cleavage because of this thick band. So that sold on Poshmark for $33? $30? I can't remember, friends. These Madewell pants sold. So I got these on my Rent the Runway palette. Looks like they retailed for $88 and they got marked down to $45. That's funny because I actually sold these for $55. So I don't know what this tag is. I think this tag is from Rent the Runway. This is what they price it down to clearance it at. I'm not really sure, but I have confirmed that these prices, the MSRP, are the true retail prices. These are Madewell pants, size 12, and these sold for $55. Certain Madewell pieces, friends, can do really well. I just listed these 2 weeks ago. They are a size 12. They're 100% cotton or 100% linen. 100% linen. They're a size 12 and they are slightly faded. And I did put that in the listing. I said they are slightly faded, but other than that, they're in good condition. We're in springtime. People love linen and cotton in the spring, and these sold in 2 weeks, you guys. So I don't know. I just thought I would include that because I hear a lot of resellers saying I don't pick up Madewell. I don't pick up this brand, I don't pick up that brand, but there are still certain pieces in these brands that a lot of people don't pick up anymore that can do really well. So shipping that out. So I need to get to shipping, but I just wanted to share some stuff that I'm getting out. Here is an update on some things I'm sending to ThredUp. This box is almost full, so it's going to go get shipped out tomorrow. This is a Gucci bag. The lighting in here is horrible, you guys. It's in pretty good condition. I would say it's like fair condition. You know, it has some signs of wear on the leather, some scratches on the outside pocket, but the interior is in really good condition. Straps are in really good condition, and it's really big. This is a very big tote. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is a medium sized box from Home Depot, and it's taking up like almost the whole width of the box. So that's one of the bags I'm sending. I'm also sending this Gucci bamboo nylon bag. It has the leather strap and the bamboo handle. You guys, before I box this up, I make an itemized list of everything that's in here, and then I send it out. I don't just package this stuff up like this. I also protect it. I put a lot of stuff in paper, in bags, and like cloth bags, so it doesn't get damaged in transit. But this exact bag I've sold on ThreadUp for anywhere from about $275 up to $400. It just depends on if the buyer uses a coupon or anything. What was I going to tell you about this? I was going to tell you something. Jeez. This is what happens, you guys. I'm here after work. This is what happens at the end of the day. I feel like my brain just starts moving really slow. This is a new to me Gucci bag. It's got these metal, I think those are metal, like a plastic metal handle, nylon bag. This one I would say is in fair condition because it has some signs of wear at the corner. Again, I am doing my nails tonight. A lot of you asked me like what are some of my favorite press-ons. I do my own nails, you guys. I started doing that during COVID 6 years ago, and I just never stopped. I will not do my own toes. That is a treat. I allow myself. I still get my pedicures every 2 weeks because I feel like pedicures are faster and they're way more affordable. No free feet pics here. Wearing my Brooks. I just got off work. I went to the gym, and then we are taking the kiddos to the park. So comfy clothes. A lot of you ask me like, what is that you're wearing? What are your favorite press-on nails? I try to link this stuff in the description box, you guys, but I got myself some new Brooks. I replace my sneakers usually every year because I run and walk a lot. Like today I ran a couple miles on the treadmill. So my favorite sneakers are Brooks. Hands down, you guys. I've tried all the trendy ones. My oldies but my goldies know I'm always talking about Brooks. I've tried Hoka's. I've tried On Clouds. I've tried New Balance. I have very flat, big feet, and these are the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. I bought Hoka's. I've always told you guys this. I'm sorry to my oldies, but my goldies, you guys are like, girl, we get it. You don't like Hoka's. They were the most uncomfortable shoes I've ever worn, but I have very flat, big feet. I couldn't stand them. I haven't tried a lot of New Balance. A lot of people swear by New Balance, but I love my Brooks, you guys. They're very expensive, and honestly, I feel like they're not the sexiest shoe, you know, but they are the most comfortable shoe I have ever worn. So, and I have these Lululemon dupe leggings on. I think they're from Amazon, you guys, but I thrifted them. I got them for $2 at Goodwill Outlet. I think they're called Crazy Yoga or something. I'll link this stuff down below, but yeah. And I'll link the clip-on nails. I'll try to remember to show you guys, but oh, it's gonna get loud here. There's trucks coming in. So I'm sending those 2 Gucci bags. There's also some Louis Vuitton wallets in there. There's dresses. So yeah. Also sending them this Kate Spade tote. I was going to keep this, you guys. It's my favorite color, purple. It's even purple on the inside. I love this bag, but I don't need any more bags. It's in really good condition. Just some corner wear on the leather here, but like, oh no, what is this? I thrifted this at the Goodwill Outlet, you guys. So I paid. It's kind of heavy. But I do it per piece, you know. I take my total and do it per piece. I paid $2.50 for that. I will probably sell that on ThreadUp, you guys. Those large Kate Spade totes, I usually get a payout of about $100. Anything else? This box is actually getting heavy. I try not to make them too heavy. So I might actually start a new box and put the Kate Spade in a different box, because this box is like at capacity and I still have to make my itemized list. So I'll probably start a new box actually.